If you're over 40 years old and you have a specialized skill working at a business, even if you don't have a specialized skill, you've just been working in the same business for years and years and years, I guarantee you that you have something sellable in your noggin. You just have to get it out, put it into a custom GPT, and then you can sell access to that custom GPT. I would know in the last 2 days, I have made $19,600 in sales to access to my custom GPT for YouTube strategy for our clients, things that the stuff that I have learned about growing YouTube channels, I programmed into a custom GPT, and I have sold. I've sold two subscriptions, 2 coaching subscriptions, which include custom GPT access for $9,800 a piece. And today, I'm going to talk to you about how you can do the same no matter what you're doing in life, wherever you're at, whatever business you have. I'm going to break it down in this video right now. This is something that is extraordinarily untapped right this second. And it's not going to be untapped for very long, but if you jump on it right now, you have so much potential to use it and to incorporate it into your offers, just build businesses around it. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. So today I'm going to talk to you about why it's a great time to build a custom GPT. Never been better than ever. And then also how you can do that. Let's get into it. All right. So you guys, if you're brand new here, I keep bumping my mic. Sorry about that. If you're brand new to the channel, my name's Scott Simpson. I own a YouTube agency called Graffiti Media. We build YouTube channels, manage YouTube channels for business owners. And if you're looking at my channel and you're like, hey, you got 2,800 subs at the time of filming this, what authority do you have with YouTube? This is currently like my baby channel. I love this channel. It's so much fun. Of course, it's small. I have much larger channels. I grew up, I've been on YouTube for the last 11 years. I've built channels into the hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I have hundreds of millions of views under my belt. And I've worked with some of the top creators in the world, helping them build their YouTube channels. So welcome to the channel. I don't edit any of this content here. This is just free-flowing stuff, or I can feel like I don't have any constraints. I can just talk to you guys about the stuff that's interesting to me, and mostly revolves around content and artificial intelligence, business building. But my mission of this channel is to teach you all the things that I'm learning as I'm growing an 8-figure company. And my company right now, we're about to have the best month that we've ever had, simply because I'm rolling artificial intelligence into every aspect of our business. And so this is really, really important that you pay attention to this, because this is a key fundamental pillar of our business and why we're going to get to 8 figures in the next couple of years. All right, so why now? Why is this custom GPT thing so important right now? It's because OpenAI, all of the artificial intelligence companies, all of the big large language models are trying to be fed information. They want people to use them, ask them questions, train them, so that way they can collect more data, and then they can have a higher likelihood of being the large language model that ends up being at the very top. And it's not just United States companies competing against United States companies. It's United States companies competing against world companies, companies in China, companies overseas, European companies, South American companies. I don't know if there's South American companies, AI companies that are like in the mix, but I'm telling you right now, like the AI revolution, we're in the middle. Like we had the industrial revolution, the dot-com revolution, the internet revolution. We're in the middle of the AI revolution, and this is going to fundamentally shift everything that we're doing for the rest of time, virtually, like legitimately, like it's not going away. For the rest of time, artificial intelligence is going to play a massive and major role in the lives of all humans. So there has never been a better time to jump on something, because we're at the very, very front end, the very, very beginning. The more you know about artificial intelligence, the more equipped you're going to be to make millions of dollars over the next couple of years. So why now? Why is it a good time right now? Demand. There is so much demand for this type of thing. So an opportunity. Again, within the next 10 years, you have a massive opportunity to make millions of dollars. I'm jumping on it. And again, in the last couple of days, I made $19,600 selling access to my custom GPT. So there's proof in the pudding. There is proof in the pudding. The pudding has proof in it. Why does this work? Why is it easy? Why is it easy to sell custom GPTs? And why are custom GPTs the easiest AI tool to create? Because OpenAI gives you the ability to talk to a robot, to talk to a computer, and train it what you know. Now, I just disclaimer: if you're in a highly sensitive business and you're just like, hey, I don't want my IP to be out there, and I'm the only one in the world who has this information, then you make that decision yourself. Because as soon as you train the AI, OpenAI, like in their terms of services, they're going to take your stuff and they're going to roll with it. It's going to all factor into the large language model, and they're going to use the data that you give them in their own business practices, and obviously other people, as they're using it in similar fields, they're going to the stuff that you train ChatGPT is also going to be available to them, not necessarily in the articulate manner in which you train, but nuggets will be, they'll glean from the information that you are training into the system. So you need to be careful in some regards. My philosophy is I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a creative. I have built my business to multi-seven figures. I've also had about 800 other business ideas that I could build to seven figures in the last 10 years. And so if I train an AI model on what I know today, and all of a sudden, 6 months from now, all of my information is available to the public and people are using it and everybody's blowing up their YouTube channels, then I will figure out something else to do. I'm not worried about it. I'm going all in because I need to learn this. I'm staking my claim in the artificial intelligence space. And in order to do that, I need to gather as much information as humanly possible. And I highly recommend that you do exactly the same thing, because the opportunities are limitless. They're always going to be there. You're always going to have opportunities. But if you miss this opportunity, you're going to be behind everybody. So you really want to take advantage of what's being placed in front of you right now. And I'm not, and you guys, like, one of the biggest things, I want to slow myself down a little bit. One of the biggest one of the biggest factors of my success, one of the biggest mental switches that I had as I've been growing my business, is that I should never let fear or emotion dictate the direction that I go. That said, when I see opportunity, the other thing that I have told myself is that time is money. And so when I see an opportunity and I see all industries shifting one way, the writing is on the wall. The logic is there. I have a reasonable assessment that artificial intelligence is going to impact all education, healthcare, everything. And so I am seeing the writing on the wall, and it's important for us to evolve and not stay entrenched in our own stubborn ideologies simply because we're stubborn. So make sure that you are factoring that into the equation. I don't want you to feel like I am pushing you into this like FOMO space and you don't want to make a decision out of fear. And I totally get that, but I need you to understand that there's so much opportunity just like right in front of your face that if you take advantage of it right now, you can set yourself up for great success as you're moving forward. Okay, how to do it. Let's talk about how to do it. So here's the thing. Most people that I'm getting messages from, they're like, I'm not even using ChatGPT. I'm like, okay, well, step one, start talking to ChatGPT and learn how to get value out of ChatGPT. For the most part, it's in Q&A, right? You ask it questions and it will give you responses. Now, here's the kicker. And I did this on stage. I'm going to do it here right now to prove to you guys how easy this is. So when ChatGPT voice came out for the first time, I saw an opportunity because I'm in the content space and I see how well people perform when they go on podcasts. So I saw an opportunity to get ChatGPT to be a podcast host and ask me questions in my area of expertise. So check this out. This is how easy this is. All right. Hey, you there? Are you there?
I'm here. What's up?
Okay, so I am in the middle of filming a video and I need you to pretend that you're a podcast host and you're asking me questions about my area of expertise, which is YouTube growth. And I want you to ask good questions that elicit a good response, but then I want you to listen to my response and then ask an additional question based off of the response that I give you. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense. Let's get started. Welcome to the show. I'm here with an expert in YouTube growth. To kick things off, what's the most common mistake you see new creators making on YouTube?
They put way more time into the quality of their videos, or they think that putting more time into the quality of their videos is going to make the difference, and then they put way too little time into their packaging, their titles, and their thumbnails. That's the biggest mistake I see creators make, and most creators who fail because they don't know how to title and thumbnail their videos correctly.
That's a great point. So, focusing on packaging is key. How do you recommend creators test and refine their titles and thumbnails to improve their click through rate?
Okay, so you guys get the idea. Not only can you just ask ChatGPT questions, you can ask questions like, hey, what is the weather like in Dubai? And it will give you the answer based off of what it researches on the internet. Well, you can also have ChatGPT ask you questions. So if you're like, I have no idea how to train a custom GPT, well, what you can do is something like this. Watch this. This is how I highly recommend that you start. Testing. Okay, I want to create a custom GPT. I'm in the auto body space. I have an auto body shop, and I want to create a custom GPT, but I don't know how to create a custom GPT that will make me money. Can you help me come up with some ideas for how to make money with a custom GPT in the auto body space?
Absolutely. Creating a custom GPT for your auto body shop can definitely help you bring in more revenue. Here are a few ideas. Virtual repair consultations. You could offer a service where customers upload photos or videos of their vehicle damage, and the GPT provides an initial assessment or repair estimate. This could be a paid service that saves customers time and gets them a quick quote. Maintenance and repair tips. Create a subscription-based or one-time fee service where your custom GPT offers personalized maintenance schedules, DIY repair tips, or product recommendations for customers' vehicles.
Okay. Hey,
Part
hey, so I really like the first one that you said, but I don't even know where to start. Would you mind asking me some questions about my area of expertise that you feel like would make good points or good information that I could sell?
Of course. Let's get some clarity on what you can offer. Here are a few questions to help pinpoint what would be valuable for your custom GPT. What are the most common types of damage or repair requests you see in your shop? This could help the GPT provide.
Okay, so you guys understand now, like a lot of you guys who are like, I have no idea how to train a custom GPT or what I would even train a custom GPT to do that is worth $20,000 in 2 days, right? You have to ask ChatGPT to ask you clarifying questions, and it will help you. It will help you eliminate all of the fluff and really hone in on something that is sellable. This is how you work with ChatGPT. This is why I'm like, this is the easiest thing you can ever freaking do to build a business, to build something that is sellable, is you just have ChatGPT pull out the information from you that is valuable, and then you package it in a way that is sellable. That's all you got to do. Like, and I know a lot of people like try to overcomplicate it, and they're like, okay, let me go into ChatGPT. I'm going to train it on this. I'm going to train it on that. And then by the time you get to the end, you have a custom GPT that's just like, it's just blah. It doesn't even make any sense because you didn't use ChatGPT the right way. You didn't use ChatGPT to pull information out of you that is actually valuable. That's how you build a custom GPT. You get it to ask you questions, pulling out the most valuable information from your brain. And then guess what? Then you can say, hey, ChatGPT, how do I market this? And it'll give you a whole marketing plan. And then you say, hey, ChatGPT, can you write DMs for me so that way I can cold message people on Facebook and have a high likelihood of getting a sales call or selling somebody my custom GPT? Sure, no problem. Here's some custom DMs. You guys, ChatGPT is so valuable. Like this is how I'm able to build these tools that I can sell. So I just want to make the clarifying statement. So my custom GPT, I included into my coaching offer. Now I'm not specifically selling it. And maybe I should have stated this at the beginning. I don't want you guys to feel like I deceived you. I'm not selling it as a standalone for $9,800. I have a coaching program that we include this in, and the custom GPT is what pushed these people into the yes, I'm in. They purchased because I included the custom GPT in the system. And that's why they're buying. That's why they're spending $9,800 on this program. So anyway, you guys can do exactly the same. You can have ChatGPT build out an entire coaching program. You can have it build out a very specific tool. You could sell your tool for access for $100, for $200, for $10,000. It doesn't even matter. But because my custom GPT has made me almost $20,000 in 2 days, how much do you think I, as a business owner, and this is the other aspect, how much do you think I, as a business owner, would be willing to invest in someone else building this out for me? $5,000, $10,000? I mean, I'm going to be able to, I have sales calls booked out for the next week. I could probably sell $100,000 of access to our coaching program with the custom GPT in it. And it's highly more enticing because the custom GPT is in it. I would have probably paid somebody $10,000 to build this for me. And then if I sell 100,000, that's a 10x ROAS for me, or that's a 10x return on investment. That's a 10x return on investment for me. If I spent $10,000 paying somebody to do this. All right, so how do you sell it? Well, you can ask ChatGPT, that's what I'd say. But bottom line, you need to have case studies. You need to go out there and prove that your custom GPT is worth the money. And then as soon as you have a case study, hey, my custom GPT will give you an accurate assessment of your vehicle damage. All you got to do is, upload it, pay $10. You're going to get an instant quote, and it'll tell you exactly how much it's going to cost to fix your car. And it'll, give or take a couple $100, but it'll be pretty accurate. People will pay that. People would pay for that because you know how freaking frustrating it is to take your car with auto body damage to a mechanic. And then they give you an estimate, then they look at it, they take a look at it for, overnight, and they give you an estimate while your car's sitting there, while you have to Uber everywhere. And then it's like, oh, that's way too much. Let me take it over to this one. And then you got to do this whole bounce around thing. People would pay $50 for an internet assessment, for just somebody to take a look at it and have an instant assessment. People would pay for that 100%. So you have to get case studies, and then you can sell people on the case studies. What is the desired outcome? What is it that when people use your custom GPT, when people use your custom GPT, what do they get out of it? Well, when you have case studies showcasing that they're getting the desired outcome of a specific avatar of people, right? People have a group of people who have a desired outcome. You are showing that group of people that your custom GPT gets them that desired outcome. Boom, 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 sellable. Very, very sellable. And then all you've got to do is, the thing that you want to do is either put it behind a paywall. There are certain apps that you can use to put it behind a paywall, or you can sell it in your coaching program and just upsell. Like what I'm doing is like anybody can get access to the custom GPT, but I'm the one who knows how to use it. And I'm constantly updating our people with prompts, with training. We're going through it on our weekly calls. We had our first weekly call where I trained on the custom GPT today, and I think everybody liked it. I released the custom GPT into our members area today, and people are already starting to use it. This is how you use it. This is how you use ChatGPT to build a custom GPT that is sellable, that will enhance what you're doing. Again, $20,000 extra this month because of my custom GPT. It was well worth the time that I put into it, and it's going to only get better and better and better and make more and more money. So if you're over 40 years old and you're just like, I don't know how to do this, get into it. Now is the time. All right, if you guys have any questions about anything, leave them in the comments below. Love to answer questions. If you are a business owner and you're just like, hey, bro, let me in your coaching program, there's a link down in the description. You can book a call. We'd love to have a conversation with you and see if you're a good fit. All right, take care, everybody. See you on the next one. Bye.